All right, welcome to the Fellas Podcast, Part 1, with
We are
James,
we are the fellas. We are the
uh,
fellas.
Yeah.
James,
Yeah.
Kyle,
Hey,
and
Evan.
me, Greg, Evan.
Yeah, I got a bunch of NASCAR cars in front of me. You want me to do some reviews of them?
NASCAR reviews,
Nice.
like just NASCAR, like Matchbox cars.
Yeah, my brother has like
No,
three
the
of them.
full car.
But yeah, I
A
have the
full
actual
car.
cars right now. I can get inside the number 3 and go drive to your house.
You, I meant like
Sponsored
pictures of.
by Dow.
Okay.
No, they're real. Want to hear them? Want to hear the wheels? You hear them?
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. Okay, so we got number 3, right? The Dow car. We got number 9, the Hooters car. Number 7, I don't know what that is. It's
Send me a
blue.
picture of the.
It's
Send
like
me a
a
picture of
V.
Hooters car. Send me a picture of Hooters
No,
car.
no.
What do you mean no? I want to. I want to see
I
Hooters
don't have my
car.
phone with me. It's downstairs. It's downstairs. We got
Okay.
number 18, interstate batteries.
Damn,
Number
man.
24, Exalta car. Number 42 is the DC Solar. Number 43 is STP. Number 48 is the Ally car, and then we got Lightning McQueen. So yeah, we got a lot of options.
Well, of course, Mike McQueen is number 1 though, because like, come on.
Okay, who do you think would win a race though? Out of all those cars I just named.
Hooters. Whoa,
Hooters car, you
James. I think Hooters car.
Tough.
Oh wait, where's my Switch? I could go and play while we're doing this. I could play the new Pokemon DLC
Wow,
that I spent $30 on.
I forgot that came out. What they even add? They had like 3 Pokemon.
It was the Isle of Armor, and they added a couple of like previous gen Pokemon, as well as the Cub Fu that evolves into Urshifu.
Is Beedrill in it?
I don't know. I'll go look. Enter train the
Look it up
stream,
for me.
not the stream, the recording. I don't know.
Huh?
Oh, huh? I have to go and get my Switch. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Alright, Evan, now that Evan's gone, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about big boy stuff?
I'm right here. I haven't left yet.
Like naked girls.
Whoa, 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 whoa! That's gross, Kyle.
Yeah, chill out, bro.
Sorry. I'm
Chill out, little
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. Alright, now that Evan's gone, we can talk about real things, James, like the drifter.
I haven't left yet.
No, he's gone.
When will
You
you?
can say whatever you
Okay.
want about the drifter.
Okay.
James, what is your stance on the drifter from Destiny 2?
I think there should be more of them.
Huh?
There should be more of them. He'd fill the streets
What?
like a plague. He should fill the streets like a goddamn plague.
Huh? Alright, James, okay. I see you have
I'm
nothing
not
important to
repeating
say
myself.
about the drifter. I mean, just look at the man. He's peak perfection. He's got a do-rag. He's got got a coin. It says funny things like
If I get a
ding.
drifter do-rag, would you do?
Okay, I'm back.
Mad?
Alright, Evan, what are your opinions on the drifter?
The drifter, like, is in like the bing, 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 cabal on the field. That man.
Yeah, that man.
I mean, he's kind of annoying when he doesn't, take off his pants, but otherwise, he's a good guy.
Alright. Glad to see that.
What's my Switch battery at? Dead. Awesome.
Yeah, can you update me on the bead drill situation?
Fine, I'll look it up. Give me a second.
The what drill?
B-Drill. He wants to know if B-Drill is in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Bead drill is my favorite.
Swish. One swish.
Just imagine using a Giga. What's it called? Gigantamax? Gigamax?
Gigantamax.
Gigantamax?
He is in. B-Drill is in.
He is?
It's no. I'm just saying B-Drill is in question mark.
No. Need you to confirm.
It's telling me about the locations from Sun to Let's Go Eevee, so it's not really telling me. Okay.
Look up, is Beedrill in Sword and Shield Isle of Armor? Or like new additions to the DLC.
Is B-Drill in Pokemon? Okay, list of every Pokemon that is not in Pokemon Shield. Oh. Sure, I accept the cookies. Okay, let's look
Oh
up.
yeah, but like when was that made? Because was that before or after the Isle of Armor? Look through the Pokédex, man. I mean, like, it doesn't have a tough silhouette to crack. Sort through alphabetical and go to B.
Isle of Armor expansion. Okay, Isle of Armor. Okay, it adds Kingdra, that one moth. They had Zorua? No shot. No shot. No shot.
Wait, who?
Zorua. You know Zoroark?
No. Oh, they're doing a Zeraora raid battle thing. And if a
I heard
million
that.
people, do it, you get a free shiny Zeraora. The whole community event. So I should probably charge my Switch and do that because I want that.
Wait, when is that? When is that event starting?
It's start. I think it's either started. I think it started whenever that last direct was, or it's starting the 20. I don't know. We'll just look it up. It's either going until the 24th or it's starting the 24th.
Zeraora. Not Pora.
But like, he's a pretty cool guy. He's a pretty groovy guy.
Zeraora. Aura. Okay, let's see. The mythical beast will appearing in max raid battles. Via Pokemon Home.
What? I
Oh,
hate that.
if a million people participate, then you get the shiny Zeraora. I think that's how it works. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you just
That's
automatically
what I
get
said.
it.
yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, I
I just
thought you
want to
meant. I
know
thought you
when
meant
the
like.
event starts.
Oh, I don't know when the event starts, but I'm gonna plug in my thing now. Hold on.
Only the thing I hate about those max raid battles is like you get like 3 in like the entire wild area, and like they're never the ones you want. And in order to reset them, you have to do them all or just like reload the game. Because like in Christmas time when they did that shiny Magikarp thing, I didn't get a single one. I played the hell out of that game. And someone was like, "Hey, I got like 10 shiny Magikarps. You want?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna hatch it myself." I just want to name it Russell.
Why? Why do you want to name it Russell?
Because it's okay. It's a joke with my friend. We call him, John memes.
Yeah, John memes.
Yeah.
The Fisher, right?
Yeah.
His dad's name is Russell, so I was gonna have like a team of like 6 level 100 Magikarps or Gyarados and one shiny called Russell, and all the other ones are gonna be named John. I wanted it for like competitive play. Like,
I don't think
down
you'd win anything.
yeah. No. I'll have like 5 Gyarados and then one Magikarp. I'll send the Magikarp first, and I'll get like booty smacked.
Immediately booty smacked.
And I'll get like all the Gyarados with like weird moves, like because I could probably TM him like some dark or something. I remember
I ha-
Jackson gave me his, and he has like some weird moves. I'm like, what the hell is that?
I haven't even like tried to set up Pokemon Home. I should probably do that.
I brought in all my legendaries from X and Y.
Yeah, but you have to do that
And
from Pokemon whatever Pokemon Bank, and I don't feel like paying for that.
yeah. Well, for some reason, I guess if I had like 14 days on Pokemon Bank, I was like, why? I don't remember using this like since like 2015. So I just transferred it all over, and then I put some Sun and Moon guys. I got a Rowlet and a Litten, and then I got a Popplio through Wonder Trade. I was chilling. Oh, it's been a while since I've been on Pokemon Home. I put like a stupid guy up for like a legendary. So I wonder if someone did it. I know they didn't, but
Should I I want to go make some soup, but I also don't want to leave.
that's such an Evan thing to say.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I haven't eaten since Chicky Nugs.
Yeah, that was like at 10.
Yeah, go make soup, guys.
It's 2 o'clock now. Yeah, I'll go make some soup.
Go make
Yeah.
My
Make some
screen just go dark.
MF ramen noodles. All right, I'll be back.
All right, James, it's our time to shine.
Time to.
We're talking about cute boys.
All right.
I have one in mind. His name is Gregory Evan Flame.
You really bought a fucking your brother. I mean, bought a fucking Hooters. What are they called? Hooters NASCAR.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's like 7 of them in front of me, and one of them is Lightning McQueen. And when I was on here like 2 weeks ago, downloading something, he came over. I was like, "Let me move those for you." And like, I'm like, "I'm only gonna be on here for like 2 minutes." he grabbed them like one by one. It took a long time. I was like, "What are you doing?"
I was just
You know, if I look
saying,
hard
shadow
enough, I
shot.
think my 6-figure somewhere around the table. I got for pre-ordering the game.
You still have your what was it, Hagrid guy? Your teacher
It's
gave you?
somewhere. That was my favorite thing. Like, it was so funny because it was either during graduation or like during formal, where like I had to leave early to like something, and he goes like, "Wait, Kyle, let me stop you there. I want to give you something." Well, what is it? And he was like, "Wait, come back to the room real quick. I left it in the back." I'm like, "Okay." I would understand if it was like a teacher I had like for all 4 years of middle school,
Yeah.
or like one that I was close with. But that was my first class with him, and it was like not even like a serious class. It was like a 2 marking period class. He's like, "Sir, I want you to keep this. I want you to have this, Kyle. This reminds me of you." I'm like, "Okay." It's like, "I want you to remember me when you look at the statue." I'm like, "Okay, Mr. Neal." Yeah.
You still remember me looking statue?
Yeah, I still have it. It's somewhere. Probably find it. I might sell it, dude, because like that's like a good ass figure. It's a good statue.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a memory of him. You're just gonna sell it?
You know, I forgot about it until you mentioned that story.
Yeah. Well, when you look at the statue, it reminds you of him, right?
Yeah, but like, do I want to remember Mr. Neal? This
I
class
guess.
sucked. It was just Tinkercad and like putting backpacks on hooks. And it was when fidget spinners were cool, so we had to make a fidget spinner. And it
Pretty cool.
didn't work. 3D printing stuff, so kind of did nothing that class. He also sounded like Chris McLean from Total Drama. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess that's
just
pretty
cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Okay, so there you go.
But then again, James, like, these Harry Potter fans and those like 25-inch vinyl statues, like, those go for a lot of money. I could probably get like at least 100.
I suppose.
And you know what I can do with that? I don't know. Buy some
What?
V-Bucks. Get some cool Fortnite skins like Fortnite Drake.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Do you think so like I'm looking at these NASCARs and I see the Hooters. Do you think there's gonna be a Fortnite NASCAR? It's gonna have Jonesy on the front.
Why don't you ask him?
Can you imagine them like commentating over that? Oh, we got Dale Jr. in the Fortnite car. Look at those decals. Number
Probably a
8.
Travis Scott car.
Travis Scott and Reese's Puffs. Why is Travis Scott in the Reese's Puffs, by the way?
Wait, what?
I go to like when I worked at ShopRite.
Yeah.
Every time someone got Reese's Puffs, it said Travis Scott's Reese's Puffs. I'm like, you're not his. And like, I can understand if like the Astroworld like album like it came out like 2019 or something, or like early 20. I don't know. It came out like before I worked there, and like it was still going. Like I was like, why is the Astroworld Reese's Puffs still be on sale? Like I thought that'd be like a limited time thing, like a limited, but like, oh, look at this cool box art.
Well, yeah, maybe they didn't sell any of it because no one wants to buy.
Yeah, but like they had to keep restocking it. It went on sale.
maybe,
Like,
maybe.
I stopped working in November, and like they still had it.
You know, maybe it became hip
They also had
all of a sudden.
Baby Shark cereal.
Damn, that must.
There's some
That must
weird ass
suck.
cereals. Like I remember going on there was like Hostess donut cereal. Like why would I want that? There was like this Pop Tart cereal, which I just like little Pop Tarts. I don't even eat them with milk.
And there's like
Slap.
my least favorite in the world, Sour Patch Kids cereal. It's the worst
Who
thing.
thought that was good?
I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like, when they...
So I didn't make soup, but I'm eating the rice that they screwed up on my order from last night.
All right. We're talking about Sour Patch cereals and weird cereals to begin with.
So I reheated some rice and I got myself some birch beer. So now I'm chilling.
The Greg beer.
My birch beer.
Birch beer.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Evan. How come you like? Why do you prefer birch beer over like root beer?
I don't. I
Why
just
do you get
prefer
birch beer instead of root beer?
because this one birch beer is just so good.
All right, I feel like any root beer that comes from like a glass bottle is just better than root beer from a. So like, can you just get the bottles?
Yeah, but I really like this birch beer.
Okay.
Mm.
No, it's like I don't understand this. Yeah, like I go to like restaurants and I'll say you have Dr. Pepper and they're like no, but we have root beer. Like why is that? Like why do they
Yeah.
say that?
Root beer is not a substitute for Dr Pepper.
Yeah, like I get like oh can I have root beer? No, we have birch beer. Or can I have birch beer? No, we have root beer. But
I
like
think one time I asked for Pepsi and they said we have birch beer, and I'm like,
I want to understand. Like I don't care.
Can I
Like
have a Sprite? No, we got coffee though.
like I don't care. Like if they have Pepsi or Coke. If I say Coke, like Pepsi's basically Coke. So don't even ask. We have Pepsi. And I'm like
yeah, I wouldn't
it's
notice.
still the same
Like
thing.
really,
Like I wouldn't.
I
I
mean, even
really
if I
wouldn't tell the
didn't, I
difference.
wouldn't care. I really would not care.
Like if you put Coke and Pepsi next to me in the can, I'd be like, okay, I can see the difference. But like, if I just got out blindly, I'd be like, I don't care.
Right.
You
If I
know
say can I have
people
a
who
Coke
like,
and you hand me like and you're like we don't have Coke, we have Pepsi, and they hand it to me, I'm not gonna like complain and be like, this is actually Pepsi. Like
Because like when they say that, I'd be like, okay, I'll have a Pepsi.
yeah,
it's not like you're like
people. But
I solely drink Coke. If you offer me a Pepsi, I will probably kill you or myself.
yeah, people would literally like if
Would cause
you
an
gave me a
accident.
Pepsi, I would
No, but
literally
like it's
rip your
weird because like
nose off.
that's true though. Because like my mom does not drink Pepsi, but she drinks Coke, and I'm like, what's the difference? Like they're the same.
Apparently, oh my god, that was gross. I'm sorry. And I shit you not, I saw something that said so Coke was originally manufactured, obviously, to be warm because back when it was manufactured in like 18 something, it wasn't made to be refrigerated because refrigerators didn't like exist really. So it was manufactured to be drank warm, but then when Pepsi came along, they already had refrigeration, so it was made to be drank cold. So apparently, I haven't tested this out yet, but if you drink Pepsi cold and Coke warm, they taste the exact same.
Yeah, but Coke warm tastes gross.
No, it's fine.
Well, you like anything warm. You're weird.
It is also the truth.
I'd rather get an ice cold Coca Cola than a warm freaking flat Coke.
Yeah, but not flat, still carbonated, but just warm.
Yeah, but like even when it's warm, it like loses its its golden touch. It loses its strength. But like if you drink like a warm Dr Pepper, it literally just tastes like carbonation and like no Dr Pepper. But if you drink a cold Dr Pepper, it tastes like Dr Pepper. That's why
Yeah.
I hate getting Dr Pepper at like restaurants because it's always flat. It's never good.
I hate seeing the things that are like, Dr. Pepper is the barbecue sauce of sodas. Like, no, it's not.
Dude, I see the thing like root beer is barbecue water. I'm like, what? Spicy
What the
water is seltzer.
I don't know.
Who says that about Dr Pepper though?
No, it wasn't root beer.
I saw
No, it's not root beer. It's Dr. Pepper is barbecue water.
Yeah, but like how? Dude, I remember my friends
Mm-hmm.
told me that they put pepper in Dr Pepper. I'm like, they really though? I get like it has like 23 ingredients, but like pepper in a soda, like sure,
It's just cherry soda plus like something else.
like vanilla and stuff like that, and a bunch of like weird flowers or whatever. Ingredients.
Weed.
It's just cherry soda with extra steps. Like that's all it is.
That's true.
But,
I
like
already ate
if
them.
you give me a Dr Pepper and a cherry Coke, I'm taking the cherry Coke. That sound good.
no.
I'm taking the cherry Coke because if it's at a soda fountain, Dr Pepper's always flat. Cherry Coke's never always flat. Fortnite life hack.
If you were to give me a birch beer and a Coke, I'd drink the birch beer.
Okay.
That's just me.
If you gave me a birch beer and a birch beer, I
If you
would
gave
have
me
to
a
drink the
if you
same.
gave me a kiss, I'd probably get a boner.
Oh, I can
Yeah, that's
arrange
it.
some things. I can arrange some things.
What do they have at Charlie B's? What kind of
I
drinks
don't
do
remember.
they like? What?
All I remember was I got fish and chips, and I bit into the fish and chips and a bunch of liquid. Like, I don't think there should be like liquid inside the fish and chips. Like, I expect fish, and like the breading, like the batter. But like, no, I bit into it. And it was like I would like those like ice pops that like freeze.
Yeah.
It's like imagine like you didn't freeze it, you just bit into it, and it just like pulled like the juice, just like it was like that.
Ew.
And then
What about their
I didn't
dry
even
ass
finish.
wings?
They're dry wings. Like, literally, it was like it was just maple syrup on like chicken. Like you take a chicken breast and put maple syrup on it. That's all it was. It was like really dry. It was like yeah, like, you know that chicken when you eat a chicken with like no sauce or flavoring, it like just tastes like bland, like it sticks to your teeth, and you get that weird feeling. It was like just that, but then there was a bone attached. It was like, well, we ate like two of those, didn't finish that. Um, I think my brother got like I don't even remember what he got. He got probably like a pasta dish. He didn't even finish it. They put lemons on everything. Like if you got like a meal, they would put like a lemon. They would like squeeze the lemon juice all over the plate and like put the lemon like wedge like on like they put two wedges on like each corner of the plate, and like my fries were drenched in lemon juice. Like all right, I ate 1/16 of my fish and chips. I ate like two fries. We paid the bill, which was like $50, and left. We didn't even finish our food, and we went to like some burger place called like Blue Donkey Burger or something like that, and it was phenomenal. It was really good.
Was it phenomenal or just phenomenal compared to what you just
Well,
ate?
I mean, it wasn't Charlie B's, if that's what you want to know. It was food. It was edible.
I thought you
And
liked
then
Charlie
and then the
B's
next
though.
year, well, yeah, okay, but this is where the arc gets important. This is where the story broadens. We
Oh,
go up the
wait. Are
next
we on
year.
the? Is this the tournament arc?
This the what?
The tournament arc?
Yeah. This is whatever you said. The arc. This is the next arc in the whole manga. So we go in like 2017, which is when we first experienced Charlie B's or whatever. I don't know. It's like 2016. Who cares? We went to Charlie B's. The next year we go up. We drive into the town that it's in, and it's like closed down. Like it's like it looks like it's out of business. And we're like, okay. We go eat at a sports bar. Then last year when we went, we drove up there. It was back open. It was there was like stall. There was like it was like a whole like country fair going on just for Charlie B's. We didn't go there because we don't want Charlie B's, and we went to some bowling place. We bowled, and I had mac and cheese with buffalo chicken and bacon bits. It was amazing because it had Vermont cheddar. But can't go wrong with Vermont cheddar.
Vermont cheddar.
Nice.
But no, dude, some of the food up in Vermont was so good. Like, there's like this bar next to our where we stayed, and it was just like the best place. Like, we go there every time. Like, we go there like 5 days of like 2 weeks we're up there. Like 5 days of the week. The one I don't know why we go for 2 weeks now. I really don't know why. We do the exact same thing. We go up there, we hike, and we kayak.
See,
That's
whenever I go anywhere with my dad, Greg, whenever we go anywhere, it's never the same place twice. Except like occasionally we'll go to the same place twice, but never
like the whole
like
thing
on
is like
purpose.
like the whole thing is like it like all of our family goes. It's like a resort up there. There's like a I don't know what to
Oh,
call it. It's like a village or something. We go there and like pools and stuff, and like it's like a summer camp basically.
oh, I think Greg just goes onto Google and he just types in cool vacation spots and and he goes like down the list, but he never picks like the top 10. He goes to like number like 32 or something. And he's like, all right, Evan, we're going to Lake Placid, New York. I'm like, what the hell's there? He's like, they held the 1980 something Olympics there. I was like, Dad, I'm like, Dad, it's like 2012. He was like, it'll be fun. I'm like, oh, okay. And like sometimes we go to Lake Placid, and then like in sixth grade, I went on a Disney cruise with him, and I was like, okay. Or we went to Disneyland, California one time. I was like, okay, Greg, like,
Yeah,
and then the
we
next
do that
time,
because like
but like our next
one time
vacation
we
be up
just
to
like
like
bowled
Maine,
and
where
stuff.
everything closes at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, no, we went spring break on a cruise one year, and then like every other spring break was a cruise. I don't want to go on a cruise again. And it was like the same boat. It's like maybe like a different boat. Like we went on a Disney cruise, and that was fun. And then we went on a carnival, and then we went on the same carnival, and we went on basically the same carnival. Like, okay.
See, I feel like I would have liked the Disney cruise more if it wasn't just me and my dad. Like,
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
like I did not have any
Like
friends with me. It was just me and Greg.
that was the problem with the cruise. Like you go there, and it's like there's like those like teen or kids center thingies. You go there, and it's like I'm gonna see these people for like 5 days. What am I? I'm not gonna bond with them.
Yeah.
Right, but like I was 12, so I was the oldest, one of the oldest kids in the the preteen area, and then I couldn't go to the teen area because it was like, oh, ages 13 and up, and I was like,
Yeah, that was
ugh.
crazy because I was 12 and I was like, oh, that's just cringe.
Yeah, I got
Like
yelled
all they
at by one
had
of the
was like,
ladies because we were playing. Me and some other kid who was my age, we were playing Mario Kart, and we were talking about like, hey, I bet Mario wants to like do whatever the Rosalina, and the one like counselor or whatever in the room was like, hey, watch it. I was like, what?
all I remember from the Disney cruise was there was like this. Oh, there's two things actually. There was this thing where like it was like you can like make music, not like make, but like it would play like a song. It had like three songs. It was like Funky Town and like two like Disney songs. And like you would like put your hands through these rings and make like little ooh ooh or like DJ noises, like those stupid like if you know like on a keyboard and like
Yeah, yeah,
middle
yeah.
school, or if you go like the sound effects, it would play those stupid noises. It was basically that. You can record it and like, download it and like get it at a CD at the front desk. I remember I went to Funky Town. I just started like you just that's all it was. And then there was another one where you can like it was like like on Disney Channel there's like those like commercials where it was like an interview with like one of the Disney stars, but like it was like green screen, and they were like, "Oh guys, I'm at this one on the Mickey Mouse ride. Whoa!"
No, but okay.
No, it's something like that where it's like, "Whoa, we're here with so and so from Austin Alley, and we're at Disney World. Whoa, this is crazy."
Oh, you could
It was
pretend like
basically
okay, yeah, yeah. I see
it,
what
it,
you
it
mean.
would just like put you in the shot like when you're like going on like either like a water slide or like a roller coaster. And you go whoa, and it was so bad because like when you like downloaded it, like that Chuck E. Cheese camera thing where like it would take like passport for the CIA.
Yeah.
It was like that. We watched it back, all
uh,
choppy and like Android quality.
I thought the coolest
That's
thing
all I
about the
remember from
Disney
that.
cruise was probably the wave phones or whatever. Like the little Blackberries that they gave you to communicate with people since your phones don't work out in the middle of nowhere on the ocean.
They did that. They did. We just me and my dad just used my brother used walkie talkies.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. The we were given a like some BlackBerry. It wasn't like a BlackBerry, but it was long. Like you know how people have like the home phones that like you put on the little charging dock.
Yeah.
It basically looked like that, and everybody had like a 5-digit phone number or whatever. So I put it in, and like they forget to like wipe it afterwards. So I saw like everybody's text that had it like 14 cruises before ours, and this one kid like got a girlfriend on the cruise, and then she broke up with him on like the third day. It was so funny to read. And there were
I
like
remember.
14 dads and 15 moms, so I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of put mine in as just Greg for my dad.
Wait, so it was just mom, dad, and Greg.
Yeah, 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 because everybody like saves the numbers of the other people that have the phone or whatever. And I guess they don't keep the same. And like the one with the girlfriend and boyfriend, the guy's I don't know what the guy's name was, but the girl's name was like Kelsey or something. And he was like, "Hey, are you going to the pizza thing or whatever?" And she was like, "Yeah, do you want to meet up?" And he was like, "Sure." And then she's like, "Listen, I really like you and I know you like me, but I just don't think it's gonna work out, because we both live in different
Poor
states." And I
man.
was like, "What the fuck?"
Poor dude,
I
man.
remember. This is a story from the Carnival cruise. The first one I wanted. It was like literally like everyone was a crackhead. This is where this is when I was like 10 or like 11. I got introduced to Naruto there from this one kid who only talked about hentai, and we would go up at like 3 a.m. into like the kid area. They had like PlayStation 2s, and one of the games we found was like Naruto Ninja Storm 3, and he goes like, "Yo, Naruto's pretty cool. You should watch it." I'm like, "What's it about?" He's like, "It's about ninjas." I'm like, "Okay." And then I watched Naruto there. But no, we were all crackheads. There was this arcade next to the kids center, and I remember we spent like $500 on this crane game that had like Elmo. No, I'm dead ass. My dad yelled at me for spending like $300 because we got the bill at the end.
Oh.
Arcade, $300. And we got like 25 of these Elmo toys, and we would just bash them against the wall and like rip them apart and like put them in the elevators, and then in like 69 in like sex position, just watch from like the lobby and people go in and just see them. Like we would have one like above looking down at them, and it was just like so stupid. Like that's basically all we did, and we would just run around at like literally like we would stay up till like 5 a.m. It was bad, and this is where this anal bird story comes from. I don't know if I
Whoa.
told you. Anal
I've
birds.
never heard anal bird.
Yeah,
There was this kid.
I heard it.
His name was like Nick. He would go around and just be like, "I'm gonna give all you guys anal birds," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "It's a new STD I made up," and we're like, "Okay." So one day at like 3 a.m. we're in the church. There's like a church on the cruise ship. We're like praying to Jesus to not give us anal birds. It was bad. It was horrible. Then we would run around. We went up to this one floor. It was like floor 8 or whatever. And there's a drunk dude came out. We like ran to the elevator. This drunk dude came out and started yelling at us. And like this kid just started screaming. He's like, "Shut the fuck! I'll give you anal birds. Don't even talk like that." Yeah. And he was like, "Oh," he's like, "Shut up, you stupid kid. Come on." And his wife was like, "No." He's like, "Gerald, please come back. Please stop being loud." He's like, "No, he's gonna be annoying." He's like, "Yeah, up yours, you fucking asshat." It was just so bad. It was like 3 in the morning. We were yelling. We probably woke up the entire ship. We were all retarded back then. And then no, there was this I can't say the African American kid in a bucket hat named James.
James,
And,
is that
every
you?
time I went on the basketball
Yeah,
court,
me
he would
too.
have his pants down. He'd be like, "Come give me some sugar." I'm like, "All right." And on the last day, we were getting back to Baltimore because that's where the dock was ported. We were all the way down from like what's it called? Like we went down to like Nassau and like Bahamas. So went from like cold to warm within like a day. And we went up on the top deck, and it was so windy that like we couldn't even walk. It was a battle to walk forward because we would just stop and we get like pushed back. Like it sounds like a cartoon, but that's what happened. It was fun as hell though. Like
Bro.
I don't know, it was a fun time. And then like no other cruise could like top that. So I was like, I can't top like this group of people. That's why I never went to another group because like I'm not gonna have the same experience. It's not gonna be as fun. I just can't. I'm just gonna sit in my room for the
Watching
7 days.
Despicable Me.
Watch Despicable Me 3.
I think that we should go on a cruise, the three of us.
Dude, the fellas on a cruise would be crazy. Or just literally doing like a fellas trip anywhere. That's why we should go to like Wildwood or something.
We have to go to
Yeah.
Bahama Breeze.
Yeah, we still have to, well, I mean, like Roney virus kind of got in the kind of interrupted that.
Yeah, because we literally had it planned. Like the next weekend we would go and we would have Sam take
Yeah.
us.
And then it's like, well, you can't go outside. Like, what?
Yeah, then
Now
Roney
we gotta
was
wait
like,
even more now because it's like none of them are like it's like quarantine's done, but like
not really. It's not really done.
Yeah.
like it's not really. I don't like. I hate the mask thing. Like at my job, it's like I get why I have to wear a mask, but like I'm not like coming in contact with people. Like I wear gloves because I'm like sanitizing like stuff like I'm cleaning. So I get the glove part, but like the mask, I'm literally like for like 3 of like the 5 hours I worked, I was just standing like waiting for people to leave tables so I can clean them. That's basically all I did. I was supposed to work till 9, but they're like, "No one's coming. You can leave." I'm like, "Okay."
You get paid?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get paid for the hours I work. I got like 5 hours worth of pay. Or not? Yeah, no, 3. I don't remember.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know when payday is though. I don't know how it does it because last job I had it was 1 week. You get a paycheck every Friday, but I know some places do like every 2 weeks you get paid. But then my dad said, it's like you might have to get the paycheck paper because I don't know if I signed that one. Like, why would you not sign that one? That's like one of the most important ones. I'm like if you're not gonna like sign like a direct deposit or like paycheck, just put paycheck because like whatever. That's probably don't have to worry about it because it's probably just for direct deposit, which is so nice. But I hate it because my mom would always switch my money from direct deposit from my checking into my savings. I was like, I don't want it in my savings. I want to buy V-Bucks now.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
That's so funny. Like every time she like goes like, "Oh, I'm gonna get Burger King for dinner, McDonald's for dinner." I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "Okay, make sure you use your card though." I'm like, "You're the one buying it. Like, why do I have to use my card?" He literally offered. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get you guys Taco Bell." I'm like, "Well, why do you need?" She's like, "Give me your credit card." I'm like, "Why?"
Don't you mean Kyle's gonna be buying everybody
Yeah.
Yeah,
Taco
don't you mean
Bell?
I'm buying everyone? Yeah. And then she has the audacity to eat my fries. Like, come on, mom.
I
I'm
think that
paying for this
okay.
food.
I think that the first fellows field trip that we should have is I'll come pick up James and you, and we'll just drive through a Taco Bell drive-through, and we'll all get a Baja Blast, and that's the only thing we're gonna get.
No. Seriously, right? This is the plan. We get 3 Baja Blasts, and then we go to
Yeah.
Bahama Breeze with our Baja Blasts.
No, we'll
So
do
we
that
go
when
to
we actually go to Bahama Breeze. But like, for right now, for Roney, we can't go to Bahama Breeze, so we'll just go
That's
to
true.
a Taco Bell, get 3 Baja Blasts, and then just like chill and drink that.
All
Chill
right.
and drink the Baja Blast.
You can go to Jamothy's crib, go in his pool because it's open. He's flexing. Oh, my pool's open, guys.
I have not been flexing it, bro.
My
You
my
did for like a week.
my pool still looks like an animal had like vomited in it.
I was about to say, oh, we probably can't because I only work weekends. I realize it's summer now, so I mean, not like it mattered because there's no school before.
Yeah, I mean it kind of mattered for me since I wasn't allowed out of the house.
That's true, but like,
Mm.
I don't understand that. Like, I remember my dad texted me because when we were out last week, he was like, "Oh, make sure you get home early. You have school tomorrow." I'm like, "Do I really though? Like, do I really gotta wake up?" Like
Yeah.
like my cousin told me like he was like, "Oh, so you were at like for Mother's Day, you were all gathered because grandma." I was like, "Oh, all the moms are here." So we were talking about it, and I was like, I hate the whole signing in thing. 'Cause, like if I sign like a minute late, I'll get an email from like every single person important in the school, be like, "Why didn't you sign in?" And then my cousin was like, "You can sign at midnight, right?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been doing it since like the start of it. I haven't made any problems. So like every time we play Xbox, I get off and I just sign in and go to bed and wake up at like 12. Made it so much easier. So I'm like, yeah, is it like really a problem if I don't get
I
home
wish
early?
our school worked with our school. We had to sign in for every class at that period.
Yeah,
Of
because
it.
Yeah.
my cousin was
Well,
saying that James, the one from your state of living, he was like, "Go sign 8 times. It's stupid." I'm like, that's so
Yeah.
dumb.
well, see,
Yeah, I
our
know.
like some of our teachers would post it early in the morning. Like my math teacher would post it at like 8 o'clock, or like not 8 o'clock, but like 9 o'clock, which is when because my history teacher would only post it like right when his class started. And I get so angry because I'm like, I could be sleeping for a half an hour extra before I have to wake up for your class, but no.
Yeah. Yeah,
Were your
this because my history teacher, not history, my math teacher, she'd do something similar, which she'd sometimes post it right before class. And then, every day is always random what she chooses to do. Because some days it's like, oh, we're going to just watch this video, or other days it's join a Google Meet. So I'm always like, all right, whatever. So when she posts nothing by like 5 minutes before class, I think, oh, there's probably nothing, and I just go to sleep, and I wake up and I see, literally like right at the time that the class starts. Oh, join for Google Meet, and I see I check an email from her saying, "Where were you? I missed you." I'm like,
were your Google Meets mandatory for your classes?
I
Some
guess
of
so,
them.
yeah.
I don't know if ours were. I didn't go to. And I went to like two. I went to the graphic design Google Meet, and there was no one there, just me and the teacher. And he goes like, "Oh, hey, Kyle, how you doing?" And I closed out of it like immediately. And then I went to a couple of the gym ones because the teacher's funny, and it was only five. It was only like me, John, Enzo, and like Ani, and we would just dick around in there. Monty always had like a cooking show because it was always at like lunchtime. So he was like, I'm cooking ramen today. How you doing?" And that was it. And then same with like we had our English class. It was just me, Monty, and like these 2 other people. Me and Monty were just talking about weird shit, and they'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go now."
The best I would wake up. So I set like alarms every half an hour, so I'd wake up for my classes. But sometimes my alarms just wouldn't go off, so it'd be like fifth period, quote unquote, and like I'd have an email from every single one of my teachers between first and fifth, and it would be like, "Evan, you didn't sign for attendance," and I'd be like, "Oh shit." And
Yeah,
then
that is.
I hate that.
James,
Office
remember
was the worst.
our history teacher like for the last 2 weeks of school just did not post attendance, and I was like, "Don't you have to do that?"
Yeah, he just dropped after he handed he gave us a project, and after he gave everyone hundreds. He did not look at our projects. He
Yeah,
just
we
gave them
did.
hundreds.
Yeah, he
Oh my god,
After
that
giving
was
him.
handed out the project. We did it, and then he just dipped. Like we had not heard from him for the rest of the year.
that was my math teacher. He would always give these stupid projects that like oh, like sure you do this, and I would put like zero effort into it, and I get hundreds. Like, did I send you screenshots from my Harry the Platypus um and the right angleinator?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's so good. It was literally the story was Dr. Doofenshmirtz was gonna turn the entire tri-state area into a right triangle, but he couldn't
No.
he couldn't solve the equation, so he had Perry the Platypus help him. And at the end, Perry the Platypus helped him, but then he threw a Molotov cocktail and burned down his lab and flew away. But the entire project was literally I had it on the same like it was the same image. I just changed stuff around, and every single like Perry line would just that was it. I just put like like there's a bunch of G's and R's, and then there'd just be Doof going like, "Oh, Perry the Platypus, I'm so glad you can join me." And that was it. I was like, wow. And they gave me 100. I was like, all right. Did you look at it? Because I don't think you looked. It was so bad. It was like an easy question. I literally looked up. I went on one of the homework things. Just took the first question. All right, this is it. And then another one was I had to make a game, and it was literally it was just flipping a coin for probability, and that was it. I made my dad flip a coin. I took 2 pictures that didn't even show the game. It was just blurry images of my dad smiling with like a dice in his hand and a coin. Like it was like the game was just roll a dice and like flip a coin, and that was it. And I was just like going, whoa, this is crazy. I was like, well, got 100 on that. It's a grade I had in math this year. Not this year, but like, yeah, because like I always have like C's, or like I had like 1D, and then I got an 83 this marking period. And then it's the opposite with history because I don't want to do DBQs in my room when in my underwear. I'd rather do them at a desk where I'm forced to do it because like literally I would look at my history assignments and be like, and just turn on my Xbox,
I
play
think
like Destiny.
I think this
Like it was so weird.
this
No, like it was weird because like at the beginning of the Rona school, I did all my work, but then like spring break came along and like you like I had a week of doing nothing. I got so used to that, and I just kept on doing it. And then I finally got
Yeah.
used to doing my work again. And then we had like for some reason we had like a 5-day weekend, and the same thing happened. I was like I lost like all motivation to do the work.
See, I lost
Nothing.
all motivation after spring break, and I just did not do anything for an entire month. And then I did it all for the classes, at least that mattered, on Sunday and Monday. And everything was due by 12 o'clock on Monday. And I was literally in my computer design class, and I was like, listen. I said to my teacher, I'm like, listen, I know you want me to work on this project right now, and like I submitted it and everything, but you like want to talk about it or whatever. But I'm not paying attention. He goes, "Why is that, Evan?" I was like, "Because I procrastinated the shit out of all of my classes." He's like, "That wasn't smart." I'm like, "Yeah, I know," and I'm saying this in front of my entire class, and they all know I didn't do shit for like any other class. So I'm like literally furiously trying to do my Spanish work, trying to translate sentences and watching like Ed puzzles on like TO Spanish, which is a little like finger puppet dude that just like goes around and says stuff. I got like 70s on all of them, but I ended the year with all A's and 2B's. And I was like, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. My mom was like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you." I'm like, "Mom, I don't know what I just did. Everything has been a fever dream for the past 48 hours."
For high school they did a for the fourth marking period you can like choose to not count it for some classes as long as you have 61 or above in them.
really.
And I was like I had a 68 in history, and there was a project like a test grade coming up for like a DBQ essay thing, and it was stupid though because it shouldn't have existed because the whole like the like the school like sent an email like the principal said, oh, okay, there's gonna be no final exams this year for any of the classes, and then the history teacher labeled it final exam. Well, this is stupid. I'm not gonna do it. I revolted. I said, I'm not gonna do it, and I was like, I should probably do it, or at least half-ass it, do the documents to just get like a 50 or like a 25, just so I can hope I get like a 61 or something. And I didn't do it. I was like, well, whatever. Let's see what I get. If I fail, I fail. And I looked at it in real time, like on the last day of school, or not last day, but like yesterday or like 2 days ago, and it said 62. I'm like, oh my lord! And I went onto the little thingy, and I elected that as like the only, because that's the only class that was like low. I have that one as a remote pass, so I was like, well, easy gaming time, and I played Fortnite. Like everything else was basically an average.
I think this
So
Roney thing was good for if you weren't lazy, but if you were lazy, it kind of fucked you over in a lot of
like
spots.
it was like the thing is, it's like the online school I think was fine. Like all my classes, I was like, okay, this is easy. The only thing that I didn't like was like um my web design class because like you can't use Illustrator or Photoshop. I had to like, use this like stupid like copy on a website that didn't really work half the time. So that was annoying to do sometimes. But like everything, like photo was so much easier than actual photo because for some reason we had to use like film cameras for our photo class, and for Rona, I could use my phone. So I would just like and like some of the weird stuff like the projects would be like, oh, take an abstract picture, take like it was like mirror photography where you had to like make it like image like reflect or like something like that. So I just downloaded like Photo Booth or like one of those weird phones and put like the kaleidoscope effect on, like took a picture of like a basket and it looked like just looked weird. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna submit this. And I was like, oh, I like it. I like how I wonder what you were trying to convey with this picture. I'm like, I don't know, a laundry basket. Like I wasn't really doing anything. I woke
Yeah.
up at like 8 o'clock. And I was like, oh, I gotta do this. Let's do tomorrow. That was it. Math was pretty easy because it was all online. I could just go look up the answers if I got stuck. But some of the work was really easy. Like because I suck at algebra. I'm not the best at that. But like for the unit we did, it was like we were going over trigonometry and um like triangles and stuff. And I'm really good at I like geometry. Like I'm better at that. So I did really good on this end of the year. I was chilling. But then he never graded my homework, and my mom was like, "Oh, do your homework." Like, I did do it, but he's not grading it, and none of them graded it. I don't understand why they didn't do that. They didn't grade till like the last day of school, so I thought I had like 60s in all classes, and then I didn't. So I was like, okay, chilling. And, like physics was all ed puzzles, and then for some reason they decided to do labs, but like we didn't really do experiments, so they just gave us the data. So we just
My
say,
physics
okay,
class
well,
was
this is the
all
time.
he gave us some like worksheets to do, and I found all of the answers online, like even to the open-ended questions. So I just copied all the answers, and then every day, basically, you'd have like a mandatory Zoom call, not even Google Meet, a Zoom call. So I'd have to go into the Zoom call, and I would fall asleep halfway through them, except for one that I actually decided to stay awake, and we were doing like a pair deck, and he goes, "All right, let's see, who didn't answer? Evan." And I was awake. I just didn't want to answer the question because I didn't know the answer. And he goes, "Evan, Evan, are you there?" And I stayed dead silent. I did not breathe. I didn't even try to move my hand towards the mute button because I knew it would make a noise if it like shook the bed or something. So I just stayed completely silent. I did not breathe for like 2 minutes while he was like, "Evan, are you there?"
It's pretty funny, dude. No, but I didn't really like going to school. Like it was, I like the ed puzzles and like the easy stuff, but like I didn't want to do like document stuff for history or like labs for
Yeah.
physics. Like that's like annoying. I, like because like those are like in school like it's like you're in that environment of like doing work. So like you would just do it because it's like oh whatever, and like you have people next to you that you can just like pick around with. And like when I'm at home, I'm literally half naked on a laptop. Like don't want to be awake because like I'm not on a school bus sitting there anticipating what's about to come. And that's basically I just didn't feel like doing. I literally did none of the history work. Like it was bad. And I had I was like at like a 98 or like 100 in history before. Like that those were like my first 3 minor periods are like 94, 90 something, like 6. And 4 was a 62, but not anymore because it's gone. I deleted it. But like, yep, Corona school, stupid.
Yeah, it was
And
not my
like,
favorite.
I don't know what they're gonna do this year because it's like, are they gonna do the same thing or like is it gonna be open?
Yeah.
Like, I think like my grandma works at the middle school in your town
Yeah.
or no one of the elementary schools I think as like a lunch aide, and I think she said she got like an email saying oh if you want your job back or if you want to continue working here in the fall do it, so maybe they'll be open. But like it'll be weird. I don't want to wear a mask.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to wear masks, which sucks. But what I
But like
want if it starts to really chip into like online shit again, which I don't want to do, my wish was for them to just say, screw it, you guys can just go to school next year, and then everything will be hauled off for a year. But like that's like impossible to do for multiple reasons. But it's what I want and what I think would be really useful for everybody. Except it would be hard to pay teachers that way. Is the only issue. But I would think
It,
that'd be really useful.
the whole mask thing, like, I don't understand it. Like, the whole thing of the mask is to prevent, isn't it? It's like to prevent from spreading it, not from
Yeah.
getting it. So like, you only need to wear a mask if you have it. But
Yeah.
like if you're going out in public with like coronavirus, like that's stupid. Like if I go up to like, if like I know me, I don't have a coronavirus, and like let's say I didn't know Jamathy didn't have coronavirus, and him just went up to each other and slapped some skin. We're not gonna get the coronavirus. Like people were just going out like, oh, if you don't wash your hands, you're gonna get coronavirus. Make sure you do this, that, and the other thing. It's like I'm not gonna get it from someone who doesn't have it. Like, that's just stupid.
I know. I think the point is like you don't know if you have it or not.
Yeah,
You know,
like you
so
don't
it's
know
like
if you have it because like I get like it stays like inside your system for like 14 days or whatever. But like if like I don't like even like without the whole thing, like how many people do you like physically come into contact with like on a daily basis? Like I get maybe like gym class, like if you're playing like a game, you get into contact with people, but like outside of like your family and like your friends, who do you really like touch or like actually like oh I spoke and I spat on them, or not spat on them, but like some spit came out of my mouth and like that classic
yes.
thing, like really, you're not really gonna come into contact like even like outside like the whole like I get like the masks like oh you gotta so we want to keep business open and like have like that plexiglass thing in front of them, but like really, like in a store, do you go into a store and just like start hugging every person you shop with? Like, no. If anything, I don't want to be next to people because like it's annoying to walk through aisles in a supermarket with like 50 people.
Mm.
So, like it's stupid. But, like I get it. Then like it's just I think America's dumb. Like all the Asian countries, they're so used to the mask. Like they're like a couple wear it because like they're sick, but like it's literally like meant to protect or for others from getting it if you have it. So I don't know. Yeah, if I have to go to school and wear a mask, I might just drop out. Kidding, but I hate
It's
wearing masks because like it fogs my glasses when I
it's
breathe,
annoying.
That's true. I hate it so much.
and like I don't want to wear contacts because I hate getting them out. It
It's so
basically
awkward.
pinch
You know,
my eyes.
I had to go to school like twice, and then like I had to talk to the same. It was the same guy. I walk in. I don't know how. I don't know how. Like, he's wearing this mask, talking to him. Just so awkward. You know.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, but
Very
it's like
ch-
um sometimes I forget the mask. Like I'll go out somewhere like to get like
Like
food or
today.
pick up food, and like I'll forget the mask. Like well, yeah, when I went to my job, I had a mask. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear the mask. And I forgot the mask at my house. I'm like, well, all right. But so luckily they had
the Dairy
masks.
Queen.
Oh yeah, well I mean,
Right. That's what I was talking about. Like when we went to Dairy Queen, we didn't have any. We didn't have any masks. We had to chill by the car and just like, or James went down to the
James
other parking lot.
went to the parking lot with the gunshots.
Yeah. You're like, James, don't go down there. And you're like, oh, you're just pussies. And you walked over there. We're like, okay.
Oh, speaking of the Dairy Queen parking lot area, I think the fellow should take a field trip to Buey. That'd be
Boy.
pretty cool. Gotta go to Buey.
Boy.
The
I think
subway
we
with
should
the
we should start it
SU.
off. I think we should start off with the tanning salon thing over there.
No, first we gotta get our drive-through Baja Blasts. Then we go to Bue with our
Boy.
drink. We already got our drink. Then we
Sandwich.
gotta get our sandwich.
Then we gotta go get tan and teeth whitening, and then we gotta go to what was the place called? House of Thigh.
House of Tie.
House of Thai, but James
House of
like
Thigh.
thigh.
Get some thighs. Then we go to
Thighs.
PetSmart or whatever, to Petco, whatever it is.
We'll
And then
get
get some
We'll
lizard
get Geo a
sandwiches.
pet lizard.
Yeah. And then we'll cruise down with Baja sandwich, teeth white, and we'll be happy.
No, why the Baja Blast make her teeth like?
Blue.
No,
Blue?
the teeth whitening at the tanning salon.
Oh, afterwards.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that's a definite thing. And then of course Pig Dog, that's definitely on the list.
Of
And
course,
then
pig
once we
dog.
get our out of state licenses, the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid, Tennessee.
Of course.
I think
Charlie
that
B's.
that's a definite one. Oh yeah, Charlie B. I think Vermont would be fun if I had people to like bring with, because like all the people,
Mm.
like it's really like the same people to go up with, like we see up there, but like either they're a year above or they're a year below, so I'm not always in the same group with them, or they're out, and then it's like so we go up on a different like usually go up like the 24th week here, but then we usually can't because school finals are on that week, so we go up the 25th week, and it's all those people that we've known ever since like you know, elementary to like middle school before high school. We all know them, and they leave the 25th week of the year. We get up there as they leave, and then this whole new batch of people who we literally know nothing with, and they all know each other. So we're just like, oh hey, we don't know you, and you don't know us. So I'm just gonna stare at you.
I think we should go to Wildwood.
No, but Vermont would be fun in the winter because you can ski and snowboard.
Oh my
I think that
God.
Wild
Can't
would
go to
be
Charlie
fun.
B's.
Sometimes, literally, I had to get scorn kills, right? So I go into the scorn strike, right? I got scorn kills and strikes, and I load into the scorn strike, and it spawns me to a thing that's literally at the boss.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Yeah, but skiing and snowboarding would be fun. But then we couldn't go to Charlie B's because it'd be blocked off by snow. Unless we can ski to Charlie B's actually, because there's like a path that like you can like, because no cars can basically drive on the road that goes through like this mountain because it's dangerous. So we can just ski down that to the next town. Charlie B's and be like, hey, give me that curbside pickup. I wonder how they're doing though, like during this Corona time. Like, does Charlie B's do curbside pickup? You know, like, did I find that out?
Should ask Charlie B's. Ask the CEO.
Ask Charlie
Ask
himself.
Charlie. Yeah.
You know, there's a person in the place we go to called Good Luck Charlie. You know, he might run Charlie B's. So I don't know. Crazy if you think about it. Like I'm okay, hold up. Downloading this game, remaining 292 days.
Whoa.
Okay, Steam,
What's that?
almost done. Got another year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Another like 8 months. Fine.
She help you.
I like just Evan. When will you just like come to terms with reality and play Fortnite with me?
What are you talking about?
I'm always like, Evan, let's play Fortnite. Like, no, I'm gonna play Valorant. Oh, I'm gonna play Temtem. I'm gonna play My Beautiful Viewer.
I
Evan, just
don't
play.
want to play Fortnite. I'm sorry.
It's just so good. There's sharks.
I played Fortnite the other day. I'm just not vibing with it, you know?
There's sharks, dude. It's crazy. You can ride
I
a
know. I
shark.
played it with our band class.
Did you ride a shark with Strifer?
No.
Strifer play though?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, did you like go into like a battle royale game or was it a creative?
We went to the team rumble first day.
Like all like the entire class or just like were you all
No, it
in
was like
pairs?
they split into groups.
Who was in your group?
I was a striker and Eddie.
Nice. Did he get some kills, mate?
I don't know, he's purple playing.
I was like, guys,
He's really confused.
I got a purple scar, guys.
He was just really confused because
Do you not know how to play it?
like, yeah, he's like, this guy's not shooting me.
What was he playing on? Like his computer or like a Switch?
His
He's
phone.
like the phone.
His phone. Was he like, what's the build button?
No, he's not a boomer. He's not a boomer.
Wait, were you playing on your Xbox or like on your phone with him too?
Me?
On my Xbox.
I went to my friend's house and shoot because I had to help her drive her siblings somewhere, so I like went over there and helped her.
That's funny. I wish my class did that.
Yeah. I just no way he went that through, like, went that to administration either. Like, there's no way they'd be like, yeah.
Didn't you guys like do Mario Kart one year? Like I remember like on like Mike's story.
Yeah, at the
it was,
end
like,
of the year, because the reason why we did this, because at the end of the year, usually at the end of the year, we have like a fun little party, and someone will bring their Switch, and we'll play Mario Kart. But we couldn't do that, obviously. So he's like, all right, you guys have any options? And someone says Fortnite as a joke first. And someone said Fortnite as a joke, right? And then other people said Scribble. And then I went in and we tried to do work with Scribble, but it didn't work. And then he's like, guess I'll try Fortnite. And this one guy was like, this one dude's like, I think they meant it as a joke. And then I made the point, yeah, but even if it was a joke or not, it's still really funny to play. And Mr. Evan was, yeah, that's a good point.
You could have played Five Nights at Freddy's prop home with me.
Yeah, I want.
What's it called? No, for our band class, like after the spring concert, it's literally just graduation music, and we already all of us know the graduation music by heart, basically. So all we do is we put on like a live PD on the smart board, or watch some weird ass videos, or play PUBG Mobile. That's all it was for last year. And I wish it was the same because band class this year was just like there's no questions to the ed puzzles. You just had to watch this like 13-minute orchestra video every day, and I would just have it on in the background like on mute while I was doing something else. Oh, and I got like email. I got emailed by Masters. He was like, "Oh, Kyle, do your ed puzzles. Yeah, you got to do that." I'm like, there's no point to it though. There's no
I like
there's a question on one of them which was like, would you guys want to play this piece next year, or do you like it? Do you think we should play it? And I said, yeah, it's pretty cool. It sounds pretty cool and fun. That was it.
Mr. Schreiber gave us these like actual like they're smart music things. That's what it's called, and it was just like you play a piece, and it was pretty good.
That was in the beginning of the year. He did like this Flipgrid app where you would have to record playing a section of the music, but then like literally it was only me and like the other trumpets and like this one saxophonist doing the recording. So he's like, all right, no one else is doing this because like what are the percussion people gonna do? Like I get like one kid had like a drum pad, no one else had a drum set.
Yeah.
So it's like no one had like the parts to play. So like they're like, oh, he's like Masters, what should we do? He's like, you have drumsticks, you can hit your couch or something. We're like, okay, but my mom complains because it makes too much noise. And then we just had to resort to watching the videos. And then he tried doing this thing on like musictheory.net or whatever, where you just had to like put on like a guess a note. Where you just had to like it would play
Oh
a
yeah,
tone or
we've
spell,
done
and you play
those.
that to like tap what note it was. And it was so like it like he would be like, oh, just do 100 and send me your results. But like it was annoying because like I don't want to do that, so I would just go to like the note range and just set it all to G flat and just keep hitting G flat. That's all I did. And then I've done that for like every year we've done it because all of like his finals are that, like not his finals, but like the benchmarks or whatever, like the end of the marking period tests. He would just have us do that. So I'm like, oh, this again. I wonder if he's ever noticed. Like it always ends on G flat, and he's like, weird. But like he didn't say anything, so I don't care. And then in the musical theater class, where we just did presentations on classic music artists and musical theater stuff. You didn't have to like try like he just said, "Oh, if you go first, you get 100. I don't care what you have." Sometimes some kids would just have a title slide and like one or two slides and then like an empty like tap text here. He's like, "Oh, I didn't finish." He's like, "Okay, whatever. You went first." That was like the easiest class. And then we had a Home Alone quiz where I was like, "Oh, I know Home Alone. This should be easy." But the questions were like, "All right, what was the name of the DVD player that Kevin used? Like, what brand was it?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know." It's like in this scene, how many like what was the time on the clock or like whatever. It was like weird ass questions that you have to like watch the movie and like literally like write down everything you see. All right, I got a shit. I'll be back.
Yeah,
You what?
Roney school. I don't
You know,
know.
I hate Roney school so much.
I'm glad it's over.
I'm
I don't
so
want
glad it's
to like.
over.
It's probably gonna happen again though. I think it's inevitable.
Yeah, everybody's right. I think it's just gonna happen again. Like we're just gonna get hit with a round two.
Like as much as I don't want that, I think it's like close to inevitable.
It's yeah, like sadly, like I wish it wasn't actually gonna happen, but it is sadly.
Or maybe it'll disappear.
Hmm.
Maybe it'll just disappear before winter. Because winter is the scary part.
Well, yeah, because it dies in the heat, but it like
Yeah.
thrives in the cold. So that's like what's super scary.
You know, for or not. If we're Keeping gay forever.
It's just like I know we were all like, oh, imagine not having a senior year, like teasing all the seniors, but like that could happen to us. Like
Yeah,
it could be even worse for us because at least our seniors had like like they had 3/4 of a senior year basically, except for like what 2 or 3 weeks,
yeah.
and then we could just have no senior year period, and like Sam said, we could go in for like I don't know 2 days a week, and that'd be garbage. I heard apparently.
I'm at bands. Band is.
Yeah, band season.
Really what?
Apparently, I heard like this was a while ago, so I haven't heard it since a while ago. Um, their plan was to have one group of kids come one day and another group of kids come in another day, like
Yeah, I think I
like
heard.
a day one, day two sort of schedule type thing. And like on Monday, half the kids go in and then the other half stays at home. On Tuesday, the other half goes in. You swap like that every day.
Yeah, I heard that from Mr. Cleo. Yeah, that would be really
But that would be
weird.
like, would we the days that we don't have school? So if like I don't know, say you go in on Monday and I don't go on Monday, like that's how it's split up or something. And like, would I be doing online school on Monday, or would I be doing what you did on Monday on Tuesday? Because that would be god awful for the teachers to have to split school like that.
Yeah.
Like you have to teach the same lesson like 8 times a day, basically, 2 days in a row.
Well, I think it'd probably be the same. Because, like, teachers right now have basically two of the same classes, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Mr. Khalil, say he teaches his like had the one lesson on rotations to his period one class. He teaches the same lesson to period 2, 3, 4, and 5. So say he has 5 periods in a day. All right, so he just taught the same lesson 5 times that day. Now he has his 3 periods off. Now the next day he's going to have to teach that exact same lesson another 5 times.
No. Unless the periods are, unless the group, like, are saying the classes are going to be that small.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like half the school goes in one day, and the other half goes in the other
Okay,
day.
but here's the thing, Evan. How many like physics, like academic physics classes does Mr. Khalil have? Two. So then he's gonna teach. He's only gonna teach two classes still.
No,
So
I'm just saying hypothetical. Like teachers that have to do that though. Like teachers that have to do classes like that where they just teach the same thing.
No, no, I don't.
It's just gonna be awful for the teacher. It's just gonna be awful for the teacher.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm back.
It would not be the same thing. You'd have to teach the classes twice as much.
No, you teach it the same as now. Unless the classes will be smaller themselves, it would be the same.
I don't. No, listen. What I'm saying. So say okay. So say there's 15. Okay, let's just do English class instead. So in our English class, say there's 30 people, and then
Yeah.
on Monday, 15 of those people go in, and on Tuesday, the other 15 go in. Now on Monday, the first 15, say our English teacher has, again,
Okay, so you're
5 classes.
splitting the
No, listen,
classes.
listen.
I'm listening. I get the idea now. You don't have to think.
Right. So 15 is in there. And then every other one of her classes is split like that, basically, or hypothetically, and with 15 and the other 15 coming the other day. So she has to teach the same exact lesson 5 times on Monday, and then Tuesday the exact same lesson 5 more times to the other half. Now, obviously, it's not going to
Well,
work like that because there might be times when, like my physics class is 10 people, and maybe us 10 aren't going to be in school on like that one day. So then Mr. Khalil would have like I don't know, like a
I'm
break.
pretty sure they would divide it in a way, right, where like it would be simpler for teachers in that way. Like it would be.
If they want to make
simpler
it
to how you
simpler for the teachers, it would be like are you talking about online school or real school?
real school.
Real school? Okay, well, you can't really do like a big class in like high school. Like, yeah, college you can have like maybe like I don't know. I mean, every time you see like a college, like they're pretty big rooms. Like an English class, you can't have like every single class in the same thing. Like,
Mm.
I mean, you can just have it where it's like like you know like you have like English teachers in your school, but like it's like you have like 5 English teachers and you get one in like one grade and like another in the other grade. Just have it where like it's random, like not random, but like let's say I have like English 2 with Miss so and so, but you have English 2 with Mr. so and so, but it's like the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's like you can do it like that, where instead of like dividing the whole class on the one teacher, you can do it on 2 teachers. But then I guess you can be like, oh, but then I have to. Because I
That's
mean, like
true.
that's what they did with my English class. Like there's I was supposed to, there's like 2 teachers really. Like there's the honors and then there's like the normal. Then like the one English teacher from like freshman year, uh, came to teach British literature this year. And I got hurt, and I was like, because she was like one of my favorite. Cause, like the class was easy, because she didn't really like the reading stuff. Because she's like the books they give us are not fun. So she just didn't bother with the book. She just says we do a book. We just end up watching the movie of the book that we were supposed to watch. That was it. Like we were supposed to read Lord of the Flies, and she said, "You can choose to read Lord of the Flies if you want. I'm gonna give you all the book, but we're gonna watch the movie on this day, and then the test next day, and that's it." All right. We had like a project to like make like a mask, and it was due like a couple days after the test. So I just watched a movie and saw like, I'm like, oh, I'll just do that. But then I learned that you didn't have to make like a Lord of the Flies mask. You could have just done anything. Like, oh, I could have just literally put stupid stuff on this mask. Like, whatever. She's like one of my favorite teachers. And there's supposed to be an English class. There's an English class that got canceled, or like a literature class. Like they don't do it anymore because the last time they did it, like the seniors just sticked around and like didn't do anything. And it was like a novel and film study where all you did was like read books and watch movies.
Mm.
That seems super easy. Because my brother took me and said they watched like Psycho and like uh westerns with like what's his name, Clint Eastwood, all that. Like that sounds fun. But they don't do it no more. I literally asked her, I was like, oh, and this Sam Backus, do you do this? She's like, no, not anymore. I'm like, oh man. Like I don't know what English class I want to take next year. So I have to choose. I'm like, none of these sound interesting. Like I really don't want to do world literature. I don't want to take another American literature class because early American literature books suck. Do I really want to read Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn again? No. Like, I don't really want to. I mean, it's like get this short story book last year where it was literally just like a bunch of American writers. There's like Rip Van Winkle and then like Edgar Allan Poe and then like these weird stories by like other guys who I don't remember the names. And they were all boring because I would just read them and I'd fall asleep. I'd get no notes and then I'd fail.
That's
And then I had
class.
to write a term paper on what's his name, um, the scary guy, Stephen King. I had to do a term paper on Pet Cemetery, and it was the worst thing ever. So I had to read like a 600-page book, write notes about it, which didn't even matter because um, term paper had nothing to do with half of the notes I took. I just made some shit up like, oh, he's a schizo. That was what my thesis was.
Jesus.
You said who was a schizo?
The main
Stephen
character
King?
of the novel, not
Oh,
Stephen King. I forget. It was like Lewis or Lewis or Lewis guy.
hey
Lois.
Lois, hey
Lois.
Lois.
It was Lois and
Hey,
Lois. Hey Lois. Hey Lois, I'm Stephen King. Holy crap, Lois! I'm at a pet cemetery, Lois. Like, cause like it was such a weird thing because it's like usually like you get like a term paper, you get like a topic. Like in 8th grade, we did like, you would just get a topic and like do it off that. And this one we had to like make the topic from the book we read. I'm like, what? So I started looking up stuff. I was like, oh, what could I do? Like there's like they talked about like weird like mythical creatures like the Wendigo in it. I was like, all right, maybe I'll do something about that. But I was like, what am I gonna write about? Oh, there's a Wendigo in the book. Okay.
Right
So I
about
started
Until Dawn.
and then like at the end of the book, he like did something. And I was like, oh yeah, he has hallucinations. He's a schizo. There you go.
What'd you
And
get
I
on it?
somehow passed. I got like an 85.
Jesus Christ.
Same thing happened in like middle school. I did like a term paper on like World War II and like the fascist and communism. And my English teacher literally came up to me and said, "Kyle, you like, I'm reading these notes that you took on the flashcard, and I don't think you're gonna pass this. Like, you really gotta amaze me with it, because like I'm expecting a D on this or lower. I'm like, why would you tell me that? And like that's really like I'm
That's
already
like,
don't want to write this. It's like, what do you think it's gonna motivate me? I'm like, all right, whatever. I wasn't really feeling it anyway, and I got the grade back, and I got an 80 or something on it. I was like, all right, I'll take it. And I rubbed it in her face. I'm like, you were saying, huh? What the fuck were you saying, huh?
that's such like a bitchy thing to say. Like, Jesus
Yeah,
fuck.
like exactly. Like, why would you tell me that? Like, she literally pulled me outside the class, like as I was like writing stuff on my note cards. I was like, why would you say that? And then I had you to like read it in front of like your history class, and my history teacher was like, oh my god, Kyle, that was so good. I'm like, was it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Like, I'm
I
expecting
was
you to
like,
get a
whoa,
D
whoa.
on this. Like,
She's like,
okay, motherfucker.
she was like, I'm not getting high hopes from this one. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, thanks for like boosting my
Confidence.
morale and stuff. Yeah, if I wasn't stressed enough, I'm sure as hell I'm not now. And then the end of that class was stupid because basically every project we did, we had to like stain it in coffee. It's like, oh, it's old. Like, I don't want to do that.
Why?
Stupid. Well,
That's so dumb.
it was like it had like a Frankenstein project and a Jekyll and Hyde project. I wanted to post for Jekyll and Hyde, and like she showed examples, and every single one was coffee stained, old like an old wanted poster. Well, start staining coffee, and I
Bless
stained
you.
the coffee, and I like burned the edges and poked holes through it. Well, that was easy. And then I had like write this whole journal. He had to make like a notebook for Dr. Frankenstein. Make his notes and like put drawings in it and like what he would write. I'm like, I don't know what he would put in his notebook. So I really just took like a bunch of like I wrote like I went onto like I think I wrote like the Mob of the Dead stuff like on the like all like those like scribbles on like the wall like the loading screen. I was like, oh, like the chalk drawings from like Revelation, not Revelations, but like all the chalk drawings and zombies, like Black Ops stuff. I just wrote like a bunch of weird stuff and like like a weird looking monster dude, but like it didn't look like a monster because I was like 13, so I didn't know that I could just trace it over like Google Images. So I just drew like a man with big arms. I wrote a bunch of notes with exclamation marks and like brains. Like, well, this will do it. And it didn't do it. I got like a 67 on it. I was like, how? And I was like, oh, because I didn't coffee stain it. Oh, duh.
Yeah, God, you're dumb.
I didn't make it look old. I was like literally on the criteria. Oh, make it look like it was from the 1800s. I'm like, well, okay. This one person always tried hard though. Like she would come in, she had it like a leather, like it looked like a journal. Like it would look like an old journal. Like, it was like a leather case with like a one of those like thingies, like the sleeve with the buckle. I'm like, what the what?
Just
What
like
are you do? Like
why'd you spend money on it?
yeah, like she literally went to like an art store and like went in a hall. Like she like I was like okay,
That's like our
you
history
fucking
teacher.
suck.
He would like literally have an anti-boner if you didn't like do that. He'd be like, instant fail if it doesn't look good.
I hate like the projects where it's like a craft. Like that's such like elementary school stuff. Like I had to make like a cereal box for Charles Lee or Charles Sumner. I forgot who it was. And I was like, what cereal am I gonna make out of Charles Lee? Like what? It's Confederate oats or whatever. I'm like, okay. And my
Confederate.
friend told me, Epic Repic, me and him are the same guy. It wasn't Charles Lee, it was Charles Sumner. And like I read up on him, and he got like a beat over the head with some dude that came into his office and like beat him over the head with like a cane. And started selling canes, like oh yeah, he's a hero in the South. So they would sell canes and like popsicle stands basically just to get these canes to whack him with. And that happened in like the 1800s. So Epic Repic made a cereal box based on the canes. It would be like sugar canes, and I forget what it was. He showed me it. It was basically that. But then when he did his speech, he would be like, you had to like read like a biography on him, like you had to like type something up. So he said like, oh, so and during this time, so and so came into Sumner's office and took out his long, hard, big black cane and beat him over the head. C for short. And the teacher, and he said that the teacher just looked him dead in the eye and started nodding, like not like what was happening. He failed him just because of that. It's like, wow, that's funny. But mine
That's
was
pretty
so bad.
funny.
Like I literally had like I got like a wheat thins box, and I just covered it with like pink cardstock. That was it. And I went and like pen. And I was like, oh, this isn't gonna work. So then I just printed stuff out and just glued it on. And I passed just because I basically did it, but I just didn't put any effort into it. But like, really, what was I gonna do? So, like Charles something. He was like not a freedom fighter, like a radical Republican or some shit like that. I don't remember.
There's nothing really
People had
much you
some really
can
cool
do.
ones. They had Tuskegeos, but like that's like the name. But like, okay. I mean, yeah, all you had to really do was like you just like get like creative name. I forget what I called it. Something Charlie O's, like 3 O's, but Charles.
Oh, if I go into a Nightfall, is the matchmaking on?
A normal Nightfall or like an
Yeah.
ordeal?
Normal Nightfall.
A matchmaking for a normal Nightfall? I don't think so.
Mm.
What do you want to do a normal Nightfall? I feel like you get the same stuff ordeal like the Rat King.
Yeah, I know, but I want to get a strike headshots, and I want to just load into it with easy modifiers, so I can get all the kills to myself.
Just play
Get
on
50
the 750 one because like I think the only thing is just that it has a champion.
And for what? No, yeah, but magic is on for that one, right?
Yeah. Oh, you want all the kills yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then just make the power cap. You can make it like where like the enemies are weaker than you. Like you can put it where they're 250 levels weaker than you. I think.
All right, I think we should end the podcast here, boys. It's been going for like an hour and 20 minutes at this point. Yeah, we could end it here. It's episode 1.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
Mm.
Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, fuck. I fell asleep. So I just woke up.
You fell asleep?
What?
Like slightly as I was laying down. I'm not going to bed though, but, so, fellas podcast. Make sure to tune in. I can hear my echo, James.
Always do that.
So thank you for thank you for tuning in. I'm Evan with James and Kyle. Fellas podcast. I'm gonna figure out how to upload this to YouTube now.